of a 3-game. Here we go. Schmidt. Here's Jacob Wilson. Stab on the tapper.
And I think his mechanics and his command
Contact. And being comfortable with over 700. Kurtz gives way. Oh, it's his 25th. And the 2-1. And gets Udge. 2 career homer. Was not yet. And that is going to be a double play. I mean, just incredible.
feeling as far as mechanically and just get that out of his head. Usually wind up going 7.
Reading swings. Same birthday. Just 12 years.
Not the same guys. The strikeout used to be sexy, you know, strikeout. Guys went out and tried to, hey, I'm the 100 and pitch mark.
Into center field. Bellinger over. Makes ears. And
had to hit it off of. Ball right in the wheelhouse.
2-2. High and center. Over is Butler to Clark. Drifts back.
Body was over the wall when he brought one back.
We'll see at some point a lot of the different metrics because he's been that is a cumulative stat. Here's Austin Well. Soderstrom in his tracks makes scoreless innings in a row for Schmidt, who Dodgers. He's going into his last start in the regular season. Stands today. Has the plate here. Has that into left. Dominguez there. Toward Volpe. Nice.
Bernie Williams. Yeah. Oh.
And left one near to LeMahieu, and now Dominguez.
That the Yankees have right now, but getting those.
Said maybe. Swing and a miss. Here's Goldschmidt. And 2-1.
Oh, and you wind up missing it.
Right, the second baseman Urias. Just to give you more. It's the long 0 on Bellinger. Big one. Huh. And he does come top of the 4th inning. And from Schmidt. Here's Brent Rooker. Best mark. The streak ends.
Yourself, but it was the good. So wanted it out. You could expand the zone on
the hanger
right down the middle of the plate.
2-2 on Kurtz. Dominguez over, and it's Bellinger. Shallow left, shading his eyes.
Run ball.
Chisholm turn 23. Big. Forgettable night for sure.
Kicking in,
right? Exactly.
You really don't even talk anything different, or if you, I'm on
for him with him in mind. That's more about building up the pitch counts. There's less stress, and he feels much
incredible this season. To Sue, foul straight.
To make sure that that knee is okay.
Strike 3
in the middle of the plate.
Judge over to get to it, and that'll be a strike. Tipped into the glove. Mike Trout showing off the other. The 2-1. I don't think Muncy can see it now. Left by Bellinger in the first. Dominguez became the 2nd youngest. Swing and a miss. I'm trailing 6-0 in that game.
48.
Big dumper.
Switch hitter.
That's down is off. Oof. 0-2 from Schmidt. Swinging him. Pickoff attempted.
Looking towards the base.
Sue. Over. And the A's lead on for the impressive rookie. Really had been to second. Well, Mayhew.
Absolutely.
Opportunities today against Sears. With it. And fires it. Here's Paul. Now the Yankees. Previous 18.
Well, he got a little cushion now with that 3.
Ends the 0 for 20. And Bellinger right at Soderstrom. 1-0. Going back, Clark right at Dodgers. Well, yeah. Clark is there, inning. Schmidt was, and then a 3-run homer from Nick Kurt. 2 down.
Center field.
Could have been 0-2. The 6th and the batter after that. 1. Team
324 years old.
Inside. 1 and 2. He'll take it himself. Tossed. Hopkins remains out there as Chisholm. That was indoor.
Something to Wilson after.
Hey, why are you staring me down? On to second for 1. Back to Keys.
Said, oh, it was a famous home run. Then I was like, okay.
Joy. Look at us guessing. This year. Can go for 2 and then get nobody.
Wasn't very high,
but and it's bases. Now the way
in the air.
Here. Minguez drifting back. Is a foul ball. 0-2. Swinging here at 5. The 1-2. The run will as well.
Going to, or that error is.
Swing and a miss against the
A's uniform though.
By LeMahieu, and here's Dominguez now hitting from the left.
You just laugh. And Nerve coming back, pitching against your old team.
Is there
platinum ring? If a lot of superstars come over to Yankee Stadium, he was.
Which the A's pushed 3 more runs across.
But it's the one you lost. I do know where I was.
28 in the 3rd. Those Rooker tied into shallow left. 4th pick of last year. Racing back. Reaches to the warning track.
Major league save.
Made Judge. To Judge. And in 1-0. Uriah shading his eye. You know, a lot of time. Oh, we talked about. Their final out here. Here inside 3rd and a forgettable afternoon in the Bronx. Oh, 2 from Schmidt. Swinging him.
I was going to say, is she a center fielder?
Could have been. The 0-2.
Love was as big as you were. He's him right.
The 2-2. Field for Denzel Clark. It was Butler and Wilson who walked to lead off the 6th, and the batter after that. Marge goes through 20-31. Team, yeah,
some 23, 24 years old.
Legit foundational talent. Inside. The 1-1. 1-2. Perkins remains out there as Chisholm
Away from him.
Last in the majors. In the rookie. That was in talking about.
Didn't even say anything to him.
Winans into the game for the Yankees.
I guess you would. Once they said, "Oh, it was a famous home run," then I was like, "Okay."
I want people to start their week with some joy. The Swisher. Luis Severino. Look at us guessing. A's. The 0-2. Swinging it. Miners trying to keep it here at 5.
Needs to know where to be. That ball's not going to, or that error is. There was a jeweler in Texas, and it was a platinum ring. It's not easy, you know. You had a lot of superstars come over to Yankee Stadium.
Couple of deep drives to the warning track.
Finishing up the game. That'll be his first major league save.
Made 1-1 to Judge. Mark McGwire would have something in common. The 2-2 to Judge. And in the 1-0. You know, a lot of time. Oh, we talked about